Terima kasih. Jadi tanpa melengahkan masa, saya ingin mempersilakan Profesor Madya Dr. Khairul Osman, Timbalan Dekan Pendidikan dan Inovasi Fakulti Sains Kesihatan untuk menyampaikan taklimat pada pagi ini. Dipersilakan.
Assalamualaikum. Selamat pagi. Hari ini sebenarnya menerangkan mengenai kaedah untuk mendaftar dalam Google Scholar. Jadi nombor satu. Nombor dua adalah bagaimana memastikan age factor anda betul. Sebab bila kita mendaftar dalam Google Scholar, you punya age factor akan rendah awal-awal. Lepas tu, you kena ajar dia, kata this is my publication and these are my group of researcher, and then baru dia akan bagi you punya age factor yang betul. Okay, so before I masuk dalam tu, I will explain a little bit perbezaan, a little bit on kenapa kita pakai Google Scholar and kenapa kita sekarang ni banyak universiti bergerak ke arah Google Scholar untuk mencari maklumat, berbanding dengan ada dulu yang mana kita pakai CD dan ProQuest dan sebagainya. Alright. Sebelum tu, I will explain a little bit of Google Scholar. Basically, today Google Scholar digunakan untuk retrieve citation, full text, dan sedang meningkatlah dia punya popularity. Now, dia akan hanya beri you full text jika kalau macam dalam UKM, kita log in dalam UKM punya network. So, kalau kita log in dalam UKM network and library UKM mendaftar bayar kepada one particular journal, then bila you guna Google Scholar, you find the document, then you can ada bawah tu full text. Alright? So that is the most important thing. So kalaulah a lot of when we do EndNote workshop, kadang-kadang these students, postgrad selalu complain, kenapa I tak dapat full text? Kadang-kadang I dapat, kadang-kadang tak dapat. Dia tak dapat bila dia balik rumah. Bila dia dekat UKM network atau dekat office, dia akan dapat. Because dia detect you're within UKM network. Bila dia UKM network, bila ada full text, you just download it and that solves the problem. Alright? Now, so basically the internet is the world's largest library, just that all books are on the floor. That is the internet. So in other words, people started looking for information using Google, google.com. Tetapi problem dengan google.com adalah some of the web pages atau dokumen yang diberikan tu, dia punya kesahihan tu dipersoalkan. So what happened adalah Google had to improve. So they improved Google search by using indexes of web pages. Then it uses algorithm that we don't know on using those indexes to produce a relevant result. So semua search engine uses something like this. But there's a recent report that actually now they look on also on the contextual, how you write your question. Contohnya, the position of each sentences will determine the output of the results. Right? So why not use it for journal? Since they have really improved on the search capability. Basically, is individual articles may not be a web page. Articles may be behind a firewall, and how are you going to know? So in other words, some journals kita akan dapat only the abstract sahaja. You cannot get the full article. You can only get the full article if you subscribe. So when you subscribe, they will detect macam UKM punya. You can go behind the firewall and get that. Alright. And so because Google punya engine uses what is known as a spider. So what it does is it will scour the web looking for articles. all the time, and then indexing it, and then re-indexing it, visiting it again. So meaning that the amount, the database yang ada, index database dalamnya is very very big. So kalau you use for example ProQuest, katalah, so you are looking at only a set of journals that is being sebab ProQuest is under a certain publisher, so dia akan tengok kat situ saja. Whereas Google dia tengok pukul habis, dia tengok yang itu, and dia tengok different database. So dia tak kisah, dia merentas database. That's why bila you tend to use Google, and when you search, you tend to get more hits compared to using a proprietary search engine, contohnya ProQuest again. Okay. So what Google did was that again it came back, a lot of the researchers keep coming back and they kata, look, the data that you give, banyak awal-awal tu search criteria adalah web pages, and kadang-kadang web pages tu not very tak tepat sangat dia kata. So we need it lagi tepat. In other words, you cannot quote in journals, you cannot quote in thesis because it's questionable. So what happened was that Google then looked at dia punya database, and from the big database tu dia buat subset, and that subset adalah using that subset database they develop what is known as Google Scholar. So to access the system, kalau you have your laptop, you type scholar.google.com, right? Scholar.google.com. This one, http scholar.google.com. Just type that. You don't need to type the rest of that one because the rest is actually mine. Now, then it went a little bit extra. Di mana dia minta publishers access to dia punya full text. Alright, full text. Now publishers like that. Sebab because bila orang search kata, alamak, a lot of my papers coming from this journal, and so they will subscribe to that journal. So they will allow Google access to it. Tetapi bila Google tunjuk dalam report, when your search report tu, dia akan tunjuk abstract sahaja. When you click on it, kalau you have already subscribed, you get full text. If not, you will go to a page di mana dia kata, would you like to subscribe to this journal, ataupun would you like to pay for this article. Right? Now, originally when Google developed this one, they were just looking on indexing the content of indexing important words in the abstract, then in the title. Then they expanded it into the abstract, and then they expanded it into the content itself. So, if for example you are looking for example, cytochrome P450 subtype 2, right? If it is not in the article, if it is not in the header, it is able to look in the abstract. And if it's not there, it is even able to look in the content itself, the full text content. Then they developed it even further, was that it then created contextual ideas. Konteks ni maknanya, cara you tulis tu, dia boleh agak which article you want. And if you register into Google Scholar, you log in into Google Scholar, what happens is it will study what articles you tend to look at. And then, from time to time, send you an alert and tell you, hey, you know there's a new articles coming up, would you like to see it? So for me, this is mine. I would have on top ada alerts. Oh, internet is down again. Okay, tak apa, I will tend to that. Now, when you do Google Scholar, it's very important is how you ask the system. So when you're looking for the journals, also it is important for you how you ask. Contohnya, if you said, for example, human embryo, kalau other search engine, contohnya Yahoo and etc., they will take human and then they will take embryo. Lepas tu, they will see yang mana artikel yang ada human and yang mana ada embryo. Google Scholar doesn't do that. They go a little bit extra actually. They look for the words of human and then they look presence of embryo. And then give a higher ranking if the article contains human embryo as one. We can also, for example, be very specific. I say, forget about human, forget about embryo. I want the word human embryo. So usually kita buat in inverted tu human embryo. So it will know that. Kadang-kadang, I kadang-kadang malah nak cari. I will say human. I put in human embryo in inverted commas, and I say, look, I want human embryo, tapi I want also in that study on human, the word human embryo is there is a use of rat in it. A rat was used as a model, so I put plus rat. So it will change the position. Di mana it says rat is very important. Macam mana pun artikel tu mesti ada rat, so it will come down with that one. I can go a little bit extra. I want to put rat, but there was no study on mice, so I put human embryo in inverted commas plus rat minus mice dash mice. Then it will exclude the word. So in other words, the article will not contain at all the word mice. I would go even further now. Let's say I want to look for full articles on those things. So I put human embryo in inverted commas. I want to rat plus rat. I don't want any mice minus mice, right? And I want full article. So I put file type titik 2 PDF, and I will get the document. Right? So those are what called advanced Google search. Okay? I can also specify whether I want a specific author. For example, the most common kata I tend to use is John Aiken. So it's Aiken, J, and I can dapat all the ones there now. I can also ask, okay, I nak ikut tahun. I can specify only between this year and this year, and I can get only his articles. Alright? Now, so those are some of the options for the advanced scholar. What I'm trying to tell you is that, why I'm showing you this one is that when you register for Google Scholar to see your H index, you need to use the search criteria to find some journals yang mana Google Scholar tak boleh cari lagi. Dia tak tahu. Jadi you punya ke tak? Problem dia kadang-kadang, for me, when I started writing, I always started Osman, K, which means that my author tend to get the recognition quite a lot. Then after that, after a few years, I say, tak boleh lah ni, tak achieve. So I change it to Khairul, O. So meaning that awal-awal, artikel awal-awal, dia tak cari. So I have to tell dia where to look for it, alright, how to look for it. The first thing is, what you need to do is, you need to log in. So the basic one is the easiest way. You must remember that UKM has registered to Google, kan? So usually kita ialah at ukm.edu.my. The easiest way usually is go to your Gmail and log in. Okay? When you log in, then you type googlescholar.com, then you akan dapat macam ni, di mana atas tu is yang your email address. Don't worry whether it's macam I started with google.com. So I started with that one google.com, tak apa. We can tell Google that, hey, dia tak actually tengok email sebenarnya. Email ni adalah untuk mana nak simpan database tu sahaja. Untuk Google Scholar, dia pentingkan nama you and which institution dan bidang kepakarannya. Yang itu je yang penting yang dia tengok. Okay. So if for example tadi macam tu, I'm going to change to another person. If for example I've logged, now there is a handout which I've given, which is this one. Login ke Gmail, to your first Gmail, and pergi ke laman Scholar Google. Then you're going to click to your citation. You're going to go back to this one. You're going to click my citation. When you click your citation, this is the most important part. It's only 3 pages. Actually, it's only 1 page, and the rest is more automated. Then what you do is, the most important is write your name dekat situ. How it appears. So what is the most common yang sekarang ni you selalu pakai? For me, of course, I won't put Khairul Osman lah. Yang ni is my default one. So for example, for you, it could be Khairul, O, okay, Aiken J. So you put Aiken J. The J Aiken pun tak kisah. Alright? So you put like that. Alright? Oh sorry, your full name there, and then affiliation to you need to put, usually kita letak department, your department, comma, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. Jangan tulis UKM. Kalau tak, kemungkinan tak dapat. Only Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. And then your email verification is yours at ukm.edu.my. As you can see, mine is different. Khairul Osman 2@gmail kan. This one dia tak, yang itu is just to save the data. The rest yang kat bawah ni is just to write your official email. Then your area of interest. Now area of interest is very important because it learns from it. So it narrows down the journal, the possible journals that you submit to. So you can put anything. There is no, jangan risau, there is no specific thing that you have to put. Alright? Yes. Tak, dia takkan. Yes. 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 Alright. Then area of interest, homepage optional. Kalau you nak ada homepage, then go ahead. Tapi usually I pun kadang-kadang tak, I don't have a homepage, I just leave it alone. Then after that, step 2 is when you click, once you have done that, you click next step, then it will check the rest of the internet and it will look for articles. Then dia akan look, is this your article? You click, this is my article, this is my article, this is my article. What is it doing right now is, in step 2 adalah, it is learning which one are your articles. It is learning on how you write. So it figures out, these are your common words that you tend to say. So in other words, kalau banyak artikel and ada nama yang similar to yours, then dia akan tengok area of interest you. Then it will narrow it down. And then dia tengok kadang-kadang some of the common keywords that you tend to use. Then it will narrow it down. And then say, is this yours? Is this yours? Is this yours? In the next one. So then what it does is, dia kata, is this the article you're looking at? Is this the one? Alright? And then dia kata, dia tak burden you with all the articles. But always I recommend adalah you click at see all articles. Jangan go too far and see add all 40 articles. Sebab kadang-kadang dia awal-awal dia piau sikit, dia tak faham. So then what you do is you just click yang mana artikel-artikel you yang actually yours. Now there are some yang dia akan miss. Don't worry. Yang itu tak apa. Yang ini dia still nak tengah belajar berkenalan dengan you. Okay. So for me, katalah I'm okay with this. Oh yeah, alright, I'm okay with this. I cakap. And then you can add and you can remove. Alright. I just add all. Then I go to the next step. Don't worry kalau itu silap, sebab after that you boleh remove juga. Then yang ni, we will use a statistical authorship model to identify new letters you write, etc. Yang ini up to you lah. Okay. Kalau I biar je, so I can go to my profile. What you have done while we are waiting is that we have already covered step 3, which is mengajar guru sekolah yang mana jurnal anda. Now, this is my journal and this is my so-called page factor and all. Alright. Now, be careful. Kalau UKM, you kena activate one thing, which is my profile is private ni, you kena letak make it public. Kalau you letak it is if it is private, only you aja boleh tengok. Orang lain tak boleh cari you punya. So kalau lah macam tu, asyuk. Kalau once I put it public, then orang boleh know. And make sure that you verification. They will send an email to UKM-EDU-M1 kata, is this you? Then you just click yes. Now, if you put it public, contohnya, here is what? If I put this fellow has dia put it accidentally put it on private, nama dia tak naik ke atas. There is no profile kat situ. If for example dia put as public, dia ada yang tu, the thing will come up. And it is very important for us to for our faculty, kita dapatkan make sure you are online. So because kalau you tengok kita punya system, so these are the list of my faculty punya pensyarah, and they have already, most of them have already registered. Okay, most of them have already registered. Tetapi yang ada tu yang tak, so bila dah ada macam for example Zarati, dia dah register. So if we want to check and dia punya Google, dia punya age index, we don't need to call you up. So by clicking on this one, automatically we will have access to yours without disturbing you. Kalau private kita kena kejar. Alright? Alright. So macam some tu, so usually how you want to get that data ialah once you have already registered, go back to this fellow, katalah click on the user's profile. Your code adalah yang atas ni. So usually kita akan require that you send to Kementerian TDPI is this code yang kat atas tu. So having that code, kita dah tahu. So we'll be able to access, that way kita tak kacau you dah. And we will know your publication macam mana, status macam mana throughout the next 5 years. Okay, now let's go back to our Google Scholar. Now, you click my citation, this will tell you yours. Then, because I'm on this side, wait, I can have this one. See this one? Now it's starting to learn. And then dia tanya, okay, are these the co-authors? So then, what you do is from time to time, dia akan tanya you, add co-authors. Are these your co-authors? So if they are my co-authors, I will just let trust. Then what will happen ialah, when it looks for my paper, kalau dia tak dapat any paper for a certain amount of time, dia akan look for my co-authors. And then ada tak nama I kat dalam tu? And then automatically it will add on. And then now dia dah tahu, here are some of my co-authors. Here are some of my co-authors. Right? This one is the title. This is the citation, cited berapa kali. This is the year. The beauty of when it says cited ni, dia tak limit to a particular set of journal yang UKM subscribe. So dia akan check semua, whether index or non-index. So that is the beauty of that one. And then katalah, alright, these are my list. Alright, you You can add this 1 to 20, and so there's a few more pages. And then, for example, you know, as I go through, I tak ada nama ada one article I tak ada. So I can just click add. And then you can click add, and then dia akan cakap, okay lah, alright, I rasakan this must be yours, and this must be yours. Dia still tak nak mengalah. Dia kata, ni kot you punya. So what you do is, yes, kalau ya, then you can, they have another option kat sini, they will add articles. You click here, add articles, and you will add all the articles. Tapi kalau you tengok juga, dia tak dapat cari juga, then you start doing manually. So what you do is, you go to this one, and then you start using yang I ajar tu, yang apa, yang inverted comma tu, remember, embryonic cells and etc. And that's where you use. So what you do is, you just fill it up like that, alright, and it will take note. And then kalau dia find eventually the article, then you will have a link. Not it's just a dumb link lah. But the beauty is that kalau it is a dumb link, maknanya end link we call it, maknanya you cannot get citation lah. Sebab dia kata, hey, this article is not online, right? And so I don't know where to find your citation. Alright, and that's that. So you can select that one, and you can save, and you will still go in. Okay, usually from my experience is that if you put go in, jarang dia akan letak any citation dekat situ. Sebab yelah, benda tu tak online kan. Tapi the beauty of it is that kalau even artikel daripada UK Academic, it is indexed by Google Scholar. So usually when you want to publish, make sure, and I think most publishers semua dah dapat dah, indexed by Google Scholar. And then it is okay. Because it's quite easy for you to ask permission from Google Scholar to index your article, your journal. So that's usually the first one. For personal, it takes about 3 years and above to get it. And that's how it's done. Right, so that's how. And then, so at the end, of the day, you should get this one out. So jangan panic, because awal-awal ramai orang cakap, Google Scholar is bad. Google Scholar bagi I punya index 3. Alright, sedangkan I punya 12. Betul, because dia tak belajar lagi. So you have the patience of sitting and doing. My experience is it only takes about 10-20 minutes, and then you start learning. And then it will start giving you the correct ones. And then dia akan pergilah ke sini. But from time to time, you should also check lah your co-authors, and as you publish, dia will automatically, and when it gets onto the web, automatically within 1 or 2 days, dia akan tanya, is this your co-authors? Is this your co-authors? So dia research part 1. Now, you go back to your Google Scholar. Go back to this one. So now what we have done is, we have already created co-authors, and we have already taught about it. And that's it. That's how you register Google Scholar. It's very simple. Now, the other advantage is that you will get alerts. Automatically, you will get alerts. Alerts will tell you what journals that you might be interested in. It will come on the alert. Usually mine ada a few alerts. So when I tap, I saw the alert, I just click to it lah. So usually kadang-kadang alerts tu will come up dekat, bila I log in kan, dia akan keluar kat sini. Alert, these are some journals that you'll be interested in. Today I tak ada alert anymore, and that's it. And then my updates is basically your content. My second is your list, your library, and then the rest are nothing much. This one is not yours, no, it's mine. So basically, it just gives a ringkasan of each index currently, and etc. Which journal you might be probably want to publish. And that's it. So as a summary, yeah. So you log in again. You log in using your UKM UKM account. You can use your other accounts, is okay, but it has to be Google. Yahoo tak boleh. And then pergi ke laman scholargoogle.com and then click my citation, fill up the 3 forms. Actually it's not, it's just only 1 form, and the rest adalah pilih-pilih yang mana minat. And then click icon item. Patutnya by then, when you look on the web page, ada my updates, and then type nama dan scholar to look things that you miss out. Alright, click my citation, see whether it goes in, and then look whether you have co-authors. Add in all your co-authors sebab it understand who are your friends, and then make sure your citation index is correct, and that's it. You have done registered. So for us kat faculty, once you have registered, actually what we need to get from you is this one. So if I go to my citation, I need to get this code. I need to get this code on top saja. So you just email, you don't even need to send your, my email address is this one. This is my code, my user code, and that's it. Usually kita send to Asal at our office, and dia akan masukkan dalam database lah. Nah, kita orang punya continue. So that kita dah tahu you dah automatically register. Selagi dia tak letak tu, kita tahu dia tak register. Kadang-kadang ada orang dia kata I dah register, tapi dia tak register. So yang ini is the unique identifier code you.
Saya Azmi pada pengibatan. Saya notice dia punya page index yang ini berbeza dengan expert Khairul.
Correct.
Yang saya juga ini pasal punya sini 8. Kasi apa saya
kalau you tengok pada the expert Khairul tu, it does not cover all journals. This one cover a bigger set of journals. So that's why Skyver ni kadang-kadang dia ikut geng-geng dia kan, yang subscribe kepada dia, yang bayar kepada dia. So it tends to be a bit on the bias side lah. Yang this one tends to be slightly higher, but tak lagi banyak lah, tak lagi banyak. And this one will really give you an update very very fast. Any other questions? Yes. No, bukan di database tu dia akan simpan dalam Google. Tetapi when you access pakai your Gmail account, then baru dibuka database tu. So bukan dia ada specific one lah. Any questions? Yes. It's okay. You give it some time. Dia tak ada. Dia register tak? Dia register dalam Google Scholar tak? Dia ada. Ada. Kadang did you try manual? You ada paper dengan dia tak? Tak ada. Okay, could be there is one or two occurrences of that one. Because remember, Google Scholar ni bukan fully mature yet kan? Correct. Yes, kadang-kadang dia orang tak keluar yang tu sebab this is what I suspect. The authorship name tu kadang-kadang ada 3-4 orang yang with that same authorship name. So dia kata kalau aku masuk yang ni, the accuracy will be reduced. Because dia more important accuracy dia tu to search. So dia akan not include. I assume lah. My explanation to that one. Kadang-kadang I terpaksa manual lah, manual edit lah. Right. Any other questions? Yeah. Sorry? No need. Just leave it. It's okay. It's okay because macam I pun, this one kan, I ada 3-4 with my email, and each time I do a workshop, I will create the Google Scholar sama juga. It is okay. Tapi kalau when you click your name, right? When you click your name, what would happen is that when you search for a particular person and the particular person has 2, let me check mine. Dah lama tak check. But now I dah register di tadi. Agak sikit dia akan tunjuk. Kadang-kadang I pernah tengok kalau ada orang dua, dia tu keluar dua balance. Satu, dua. Dan muka-muka lain-lain. Bukan muka-muka lain. Muka seorang, ialah what profile you letak kan. Satu muka zaman dulu, sekarang ada Khairul kan. Ada dua. I have no idea how to take out that one out actually. Yeah, there is no option. Yeah, that's it. That's the best you can do lah. Yes.
Will you go around tak to help? I just need some help.
IT support lah. Boleh lah. After this, I'll come to you. Boleh?
Soalan yang saya ni nak cuba berhenti. Sebab kalau tengok Asia ni dia macam Prof kan. Prof Osman dia dah stated yang bagi FSK mereka dah ada satu orang identified to maintain the list of buka sekolah IT. Jadi soalan saya pada Krim, adakah setiap fakulti telah diidentifikan seorang pegawai yang bertugas untuk maintain dalam list buka sekolah ini? Sepatutnya bagi kami Fakulti Kesihatan Pro 5 yang patut melakukan semua lah. Jadi kalau Pro 5 dia kata Azmi, you are now the official Google Scholar punya official for UKM, for UKM. I'm the one you guys start with the job of maintaining the ID lah. Terima kasih.
Buat saya pun baru dia belajar yang need that specific ID tu yang kita boleh klik. So it is good that you highlighted that. So all you need to do is for each member to give us the ID. Lepas tu kita maintain it.
Sekali je.
Sekali je.
You know, Fakulti Kesihatan.
I know, it's difficult lah.
Lepas tu dengan masing-masing dia fikir nak pergi private lah kan. Jadi bila kita kerja dia nak minta Google ID, something like it's impossible lah. So we need to make this out lah. So kena ada. Can you share with the template lah?
Ya kan? Tu I pasti. I think I bagi ke Prof this. No, this one. Yeah, send. No, not the latest. The easiest what we did kan, the reason why we got about 70 registration was that kita ada kan hari pertumpaan bersama dekanan kan. Selepas after that, kita orang set off suruh paksa semua penjara pergi ke cyber cafe. Apa yang kat PTM kat bawah tu register. Kalau tak, we start pengawasan we start kerja dia orang one by one.
Yang the good point tadi, if you do like this, I can do this on Google Form and get just Google Form.
Our experience tak edit. Kita kena beradab dia juga.
I know it's I have lecturers who understand the concept of Google Form lah. Especially the senior one. Yang one that betul-betul restart you okay. Okay lah. I see what we require to do. Right now my GP is that high lah.
Your faculty is big. You kena submission.
To me, the biggest thing is that the lecturers themselves, the difference of their difference in terms of what they want from this whole exercise.
Another option kalau you tak nak kerja dulu is that macam we always have a database list of nama pensyarah kan. Then what we do is kita copy and paste nama pensyarah ke dalam Google Scholar. And 20%, 30% actually dah register dulu dah. Kita tak kerja dia dah. Dia orang kadang-kadang suka juga main-main tekan-tekan tu kan. Lepas tu dia register. Okay, then that's it. So
Whatever it is, I understand you. I just found out in the data my application I got one notification. Selama ni tak tahu buat itu.
Khairul.
yes.
Okay, kita dah fancy yang page bag. Tapi I nampak lebih ID bag. Boleh tak?
another form of indexing tu. Tapi kita pakai H-index lagi kan?
Just nak tahu je apa dia.
I pun actually I tak tahu sangat. I kept looking at the H saja. Tapi if I'm not mistaken, ya. Dia kalau I klik tu dia akan bagi. Tengok dah see, mine ada 2 pula dah sekarang. And I okay. Tak ada. I tengok dah. Kita nak buat public picture with at least 10 citations.
More than 10 citations.
More than 10 citations mau masuk.
So you'll be publishing only in those very well cited journals lah.
No, I said number of publications with at least.
Your
No, the citation tu sebab for Khairul Osman, dia punya age index dan dia item index sama. So maknanya dia tak pernah publish kat sini yang jokia-jokia ni. Dia publish kat sini yang power-power je. Jadi kami yang age index, I index ni nampak semua jauh bezanya. Nampak we have to emulate him lah.
Pagi. Ujung-ujung orang-orang mati ke? Okay, so that's how it is. Yeah, any other questions? Yes. Turun bawah. Oh, wait.
Dia pun tak boleh rapat banyak sangat.
Okay.
Boleh.
Yes, it's stop here.
Oh, nak tengok kat komputer.
No, they want to know how you get 9. So if 9 paper, then you have 9. You have all, you have 9 paper. He has got the 9 and above, so it's 9.
Any other questions? Yeah.
Okey, Dr. Khairul. Mungkin soalan pada klinikal. Bila kita bercakap pasal H index, dia ada banyak H index. So yang UKM guna adalah Google Scholar H index ya. Berbanding dengan Publish and Perish H index, Scopus H index and ISI H index. So which one actually yang UKM nak kita go forward?
Yang Scribble punya.
Scribble, Scopus.
Tapi cuma sekarang we just learn from the last Myra exercise bahawa universiti lain dia kira Google citations. Selama ni kita tak kira. We were very on that, well, we were very strict. Kita guna cuma Scribble. Jadi bila kita guna Scribble, kita punya citations untuk UKM was 65,000 for the last 5 years. We need 100,000 to get full marks. So then we learn that other people are using Google Citation, so that Google Scholar. That's why we want everybody to be registered with Google Scholar, so kita boleh kutip, kita boleh kira your citations. So that's why it's important, everybody kalau boleh, mesti wajib ada account dengan Google Scholar.
Tarikh tutup bila? Yelah, dia nak.
Okay, kita by the end of the year, kita dah start kira citations for the next Myra, because our this year 2014 punya pengiraan 65,000. So hopefully with Google Scholar kita hope to increase to 100,000.
So then this
Yeah.
So the whole point is you want to increase those citations. By right, you need the lecturer to do it before even 31 December.
Yeah, before lah. That's why it crucial.
They supposed to do it earlier.
No, you are supposed to submit the Google the list. Dah lepas kan?
Yeah.
Jumlah lepas.
Lepas salah I kan. Dia orang tanya, can I give the talk earlier? I was not available.
So kita boleh extend lah another 2 more weeks, because as you can see, it only takes about 10 minutes to register. Kan? Prof?
Yeah.
Dia for us, unless you can do it directly from the network, pakai
Boleh.
pakai SMS dia. Masih pakai Nokia lama tu.
Oh no. With your smartphone you can.
You can have your kawan sains can help out. Kita tahu some lecturers kawan sains can set down the we train our kawan sains first. Then baru we train our lecturers.
Masa publish perish housing tadi, masa yang masa Google Scholar Citation, masa yang masa Scribble itu. Scribble citation ni dia lebih kepada yang
once you finish, submit the Google code to Pejabat TDTI. Reason kita buat macam tu adalah bila dekat hujung tahun, kita orang tak perlu kejar pensyarah untuk your citation. Sebab kita akan kira by clicking je. And also make sure please make it public. Selagi tak letak public, kita tak boleh access.
Jadi kita mohon untuk penerbitan guna nama yang yang standard, guna nama yang standard. Umpamanya kalau saya Ruzi Suliza Hashim setiap masa, jangan kadang-kadang Ruzi, kadang Suliza, kadang Hashim. Jadi setiap masa guna nama yang sama dan guna Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia sahaja. Jangan guna National University of Malaysia sebab nanti KPI-nya tidak tercapture. Okey. Jadi anything else?
Any questions? If it is put up on the web, because macam mana sikit lah, correct me if wrong from FUU, some court cases tu dia akan jadi reference kan, and so akan naik lah from there. Kalau macam Malaysia rasa tak ada, I rasa Malaysia do not publish that. Tapi kalau US, UK, I pernah nampak court cases kan, yang tu memang conference selalunya dia bukan conference barangan lah. It is called index conference. So Google tu, although Google dia ambil semua, tapi dia ambil quite selective lah. Quite selective juga. Bukan pukul habis lah most of the time, like everyone says. Any other questions? Kalau tak, just one issue je. I have a question. Any other issues? Tak ada?